Hi everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video I'll be taking a look at the Urban Armor Gear case for the iPhone 6 Plus. I'd like to thank Urban Armor Gear for sending this over to me for review, and if you are interested in picking this up, you could get it for $39.95 from UrbanArmorGear.com. This here is the packaging that the case comes in, and it's quite large, but I guess it's a standard size for some of their other cases that they might have. So this is what that looks like. Inside you do get a screen protector, which I do have installed onto my iPhone 6 Plus, so I'll show you that in a moment. But here is the case itself. The clear model I think looks pretty slick, and with my Space Gray 6 Plus it does look quite nice. So it does have sort of a honeycomb pattern to the inside a little bit, and I'll give you a close-up of that in a moment. But we do have a clear panel, of course, and the black portions are all TPU, so pretty thick as well. And let's go ahead and install the 6 Plus after I give you a closer look at the inside without the case, so you can sort of see the pattern that we have going on here. We do have some black bumpers here to keep your phone lifted up just a little bit and padded. So the installation is very simple. I start with the button or the volume button side first, and the other side next, and the last corner, and everything is installed fairly quickly, although the removal process is actually a different story, and I'll show you that at the end of the video. Let's start with the camera cutout on the back. It is a pill-shaped cutout, and it is quite large. Of course, it is naturally black, so you don't have to worry about any LED flash issues. The left side has a cutout for your silent switch, which is a little bit small. I would have liked seeing this being a little bit bigger, but it should be fairly easy to get to. We do have covered buttons for the volume up and down, which are very clicky and responsive. At the bottom, we have individual cutouts for our 3.5mm headset jack with the bottom microphone, the lightning port, as well as the speaker. The lightning port cutout is also just a tad bit small. I would have liked to see this being a little bit wider. On the right side, we do have a covered button for the power button. It does take away from the clickiness just a little bit. It's a little bit mushy, I suppose, but it does get the job done just fine. And you might notice that we have a couple of cutouts to the left and the right of the UAG logo. So the cutout here is right where the Apple logo is, and the one at the bottom is exposing the metal backing of your phone. And I'm not too sure what these are for. They might be for accessories later down the line, but they are a little bit weird. I can imagine some debris getting in here and maybe getting around the phone, and there's no movement within the phone and the case, so I don't think it's going to cause any scratching, but it is a little bit weird seeing these things here without there being any really word as to why. Otherwise, I think the design is really slick. It's very rugged and tough looking, and the case itself in my testing has been fairly tough. I mean, I have dropped this onto the ground accidentally a couple of times, and I didn't have any really worries once the phone was dropping onto the ground, because it is a tough case, and thanks to these black portions on the side, it's plenty grippy. I do prefer glossy material as well when it comes to grip, so the portions that don't have the black area here, for me at least, it is pretty grippy. Also on the back and the four corners, it is raised just a little bit, so you'll be able to put it back down onto a table, and it should hopefully have enough grip on the surface to not move around. Let me show you the screen shield really quick. You can see the cutouts there at the top. It just sort of goes below the earpiece in the front-facing camera. I'm still waiting for when screen protectors will be able to have appropriate cutouts for those areas, but I guess right now with the curved glass it's a little more difficult. And then here is the power button at the bottom. I have everything aligned fairly well, so I'm pretty happy with it overall. One last thing, let me show you the removal process. I usually start with the bottom corner, and then I pull out the other bottom corner and pull the case from the phone, and it should just come apart like so. I wouldn't be too worried about the whole bending thing with this. It doesn't require that much force, but it does require a little bit more force than you might need for some other products. So once again, I really do like the Urban Armor Gear cases for the iPhone 6 Plus, and again, if clear is not your thing, it is available in a number of other colors as well from UrbanArmorGear.com. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that's it with the video, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.